Thank you for calling your local distress line. This is Danielle speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, my name's Linda, and I'm calling because I'm just feeling like really stressed out and overwhelmed, and I think I should probably talk to someone.
Okay, Linda, thank you for calling tonight. Are you comfortable with telling me how old you are?
No.
That's fine. Do you want to maybe explain to me a little bit what's going on?
Yeah, I guess I just feel like I can't be myself, like my true self, around anyone, especially my parents, and it sucks because I live with them. And, yeah, I just feel like I can't open up and be me around anybody, and it's just like, I feel really overwhelmed and I'm like doing impulsive things because I don't know how to like cope with the fact that I can't really truly be me.
Is there any specific reason why you feel like you can't be yourself around your parents?
Um yeah, but like I don't want to tell you because I don't want it to get back to them. Like if it gets back to them then I'm so screwed.
Linda, I want you to know that everything that we say between each other here tonight is completely confidential between us unless I feel like you're at harm to yourself or others, or if there's child neglect, abuse, I'd have to report that.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. Well, if you're sure that it's not going to get back to them, the truth is that I'm gay. Um, I haven't really explored much about my sexuality because I feel like I can't. Like, I'm really restricted about it, and I don't even know who to talk to about it. Like, none of my friends know, or anything like that. And, like, my parents know that I'm not, like, a typical girl, and sometimes they accuse me of being gay or something, and then they'll say things like how they're gonna kick me out and stuff. And, like, I mean, like, I'm only 15, and if I get kicked out, like, I have no idea where I'm gonna go or who I'm gonna talk to, and I feel like it's best to just be silent about it. But at the same time, like, I've been silent about it, and it's really, really wrecking me.
So you stated that you don't have any friends that know what's going on. Do you have any type of support systems?
Um, well, there is this girl at school. Her name is Christine, and she's gay too, but she's out, and like her parents are cool with it, and like Um, I think her parents kind of suspect that I'm gay because we do hang out a lot. But I think my parents are also suspecting that she's gay and like they won't let me hang out with her and stuff like that. So like we kind of have to do it in secret because we don't really know of any like safe places where we won't get caught because like I'm worried that they would like my parents would hurt me or maybe even hurt her or I don't know. So like the only support I have, I can't be around.
So what I'm hearing from you is that Christine is your friend, and Christine is openly gay, and her parents are aware of that, and they suspect that you are also gay, but your parents don't know that Christine is gay.
No, they don't even know that I'm gay. But I think that if Christina's parents knew that I was gay, that they'd be okay with it. But I just don't know how to come out and say it.
Have you talked to Christine much about your situation?
I mean, like, we do flirt sometimes, I guess. But I've never openly told her that I was gay. But I mean, it's kind of obvious, I guess.
Have you ever considered maybe utilizing Christine and her parents as a support system? And there's people there that you're able to speak to in a safe environment and get advice and have questions asked.
I've definitely thought about it, but I just like I'm so scared that if I do come out as gay to Christine's parents, like what if they do what my parents are threatening to do and like they completely disown me and they don't want me to be around Christine? And what if they tell my parents like I don't know how like I would be homeless. Like my parents say that all the time. And if I was homeless like again, like I'm only 15, like what am I supposed to do? I have no idea. Like I would literally sleep on the streets and like God knows what would happen then.
That sounds very scary. Have you ever considered maybe just coming out to Christine and maybe allowing her to tell you her coming out story?
No, I actually haven't. But that sounds like something she'd support me with.
Which is awesome. One more support for you is never anything to turn down, correct?
Yeah, it's definitely better than none.
Yeah. I just wanted to backtrack a little bit. When we first started our conversation, you said you were doing things that were very impulsive. Would you like to elaborate on that a little bit?
Um, well, there's this person at school, and he sells drugs, but like I don't know. He, I guess, like kind of showed me that drugs can make you kind of forget about everything. He doesn't know that I'm gay or anything like that. Like he just kind of sells drugs to me, and like nobody knows, not even Christina. Like I'm sure if Christina knew, she'd totally disown me. Like, but yeah, so I've been doing marijuana like pretty much every day, and like I recently tried coke and just like basically whatever I can do to like numb the pain. And like I like if you're are you sure it's not gonna get back to my parents?
Yep.
I've been cutting myself for a few years now too. Like I just feel so fucked up all the time that I'm like I don't know. I don't know. I feel out of control. I don't know. I just feel very impulsive all the time. Like I'm always doing things to forget about my feelings and that I can't handle my feelings when I do get them. So I do drugs to like not feel. And I just don't even know what's wrong with me. Like nobody else is like this. Like I just don't understand why I'm not normal.
Have you ever ended up in the hospital as a result of drug use?
No, no, I haven't. I I don't think even if I did need medical attention, which I probably, like when I tried Coke for the first time, it was really difficult for me to adjust to. So I maybe should have gone to the hospital or even a few times when I cut. But like I could never do that because I'm 15 and they would tell my parents and then like I said, I'd be homeless or like they'd hit me and I don't want to I don't want to do that.
Have you ever sought any medical attention for substance use or mental health?
Um Not really. One of my teachers at school asked me, like, if I'd be willing to consider seeing, like, our school psychiatrist to see if I had any, like, mental health concerns and stuff like that, but, like, I'm just too scared to do that. Plus, like I said, like, nobody else has mental health issues, so, like, I don't want them.
Do you think you may struggle with mental health issues?
Uh, I think I might. Like, I have done a little bit of research and I've looked up the kind of things that I feel, and a lot of it is like connected with like borderline personality disorder. But I don't know. Like the idea of having a mental health diagnosis scares me. Like I've never seen a counselor or anything like that.
And what I heard before was that right now you're just not at a place where you would be willing or ready
I
to
think
see.
I'm ready, but like I just don't want my parents to find out. And I don't know that like I've never looked at any counseling agencies in my area or anything like that.
So, just one more question I have around your substance use. Um, have you ever been told, like by a friend or family, that they could see a change in your behavior when you were using? Because I know you said that no one knows that you use.
Yeah.
So, um,
Well, my parents have never suspected it, but like the same teacher that asked me if I would like consider going to counseling and stuff like that to figure out my mental health, she definitely like knows. She hasn't said anything, but she can tell that there's like a decrease in my like motivation at school and my grades have gone down and same with my attendance and stuff like that. So it seems like she knows, but like she hasn't openly said anything to me.
And do you think you may struggle with substance misuse?
Yeah, I definitely do, because it seems like the only way that I can deal with my emotions of like not being accepted and not having anywhere to go, um, like drugs are the only thing that keeps me from feeling like I shouldn't be here at all.
So I know we've been talking for a few minutes now, and I'm hoping that you are becoming a little bit more comfortable in the conversation. I was just wondering if you were willing to let me know your age yet, like your birth year.
Yeah, I'm born in 1996.
26. And are you comfortable with telling me the month
Yeah, it's November.
and potentially the day?
I just don't see any relevance to it.
That's fine. All right, Linda. So what I'm going to ask you next might sound like a very scary question. And if you're not comfortable with it, just let me know at any time, okay? You are totally in control of this conversation, so we're only going to speak to what you're comfortable with, okay? So I know sometimes when people might feel down on themselves, might feel impulsive or scared, or even to the point where you start feeling worthless, and suicidal thoughts, they may come to your mind. So I'm just curious if you've ever had any of those thoughts.
Um, I think like on a scale of 1 to 10, probably like on a daily basis, probably like a 6 or 7. But like whenever I'm coming off a high or something like that, it's always like a 10, maybe even an 11.
And by that, it's coming off a high of marijuana or cocaine.
Well, I've only done cocaine a few times, but like yeah, marijuana definitely like the come down from it sucks. Just makes me feel very like useless and just like I want to get high again, and that like the high that I had the first time wasn't long enough. So yeah, I do feel suicidal, I guess.
And then I just want to clarify this with you. You said on a daily basis, you feel like a 6 to a 7 of suicidal thoughts every day.
Yeah, it's mostly because of the fact that I can't openly be gay, and like I don't know of any places that I can go to that's like a safe place, because like I'm in a Christian school as well, so like I'm like if I came out gay there, I'd freaking go to hell immediately. Um, so yeah, I feel like like overall I feel like I'm kind of a happy person, but like the whole not being able to be who I am, come out as gay, and like date Christina if I really wanted to. Um, it kind of weighs on my mental health, and it has me feeling all these things, like wanting to kill myself.
Have you ever made a suicide plan?
Um, Not really. Like I know that if I were to do it, I'd want it to be kind of quick and painless. But sometimes when I cut, I definitely have it in my mind like maybe I should just go like a little bit deeper this time, or look away when I'm cutting so that I don't like that I can't see how deep it is or how bad it is. So yeah, I think about it a lot, but like I've never actually step by step like written it out.
So, what does suicide actually mean to you? When you hear the word, if you were to define it.
Basically, just killing myself. Like I don't think it matters which way I do it. Just dying.
What does dying essentially mean to you?
I don't know, like not feeling anymore, permanently. Like, I don't know, just not breathing, not living, not waking up.
So, like, physically dying.
Yeah. But, like, along with physically dying, like, I wouldn't feel any emotions or anything like that. Hopefully, because I'd be dead, which is kind of the goal, to not feel any sort of emotional pain, because I don't think I can handle it anymore.
So, when you think about suicide, have you ever thought of reasons to live?
Yeah, I do sometimes. Like, I have a book that I write a lot of things down in. And, like, I love animals. And I know that if I were to die, Christine would be really upset. And um, I don't know. Like, stuff like that. Like, stuff that, like, it would maybe possibly get better. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I could find someone who really accepts me. Like, whether it be an adult or, you know, dare I say it, maybe even a counselor. But I don't know how to find that. Um, so yeah, just kind of like the hope that things might get better and someone might understand.
So, you are open to seeing a counselor, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I'm kind of in denial about the fact that I want to see one because I'm just so scared that it's gonna come back to my parents or that I'll say something stupid, um, or maybe that they won't know how to help me, or maybe that they'll be upset because I'm gay. Like, I just have so much anxiety about it. Um, but yeah, I think it would probably be beneficial. Like, maybe I could meet some people that are like me that, you know, can't come out to their parents and stuff, and maybe they would tell me where to go when my parents kick me out or something like that.
Linda, I'm just curious if you have a pen and a paper close to you.
Yeah, I do. Just a second. Okay, I have it.
Okay, Linda, I'm just going to provide you with some resources right now, if that's okay.
What do you mean resources?
So, in your community, there is a LGBTQ community center. So, in the center, it is a very safe, inclusive zone for everyone.
Really?
Yeah, and so in this community center, they offer one-on-one counseling, they offer grief counseling, they offer addictions counseling, mental health counseling. So all you would have to do is you can either go in and set up an intake, you can call and do it over the phone, whatever you feel more comfortable doing.
Are my parents gonna know?
Nope. And every law around confidentiality is the same as the ones that I just previously told you at the beginning of our conversation.
What is confidentiality?
So, remember at the beginning of our conversation when I told you the only time any of our conversations get released to anyone is if we feel like you're at a danger to yourself or someone else,
Okay, okay.
or if suspected child abuse, neglect, or if they're court subpoenaed.
Okay, I see.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I just didn't know what like the official word for it was.
That's okay. So the community center is located at 422
Okay,
Love Road,
okay,
and the phone number there is
okay,
1222
okay,
656
okay.
4281.
Okay, awesome. And like, should I tell them that you told me to call or something?
You are more than welcome to say that you called the distress hotline and you were instructed to go there for resources. You can call on your own, whatever makes you less anxious and more comfortable.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like nerve-wracking, but I'm really glad that I contacted you because I didn't know that, there was options there for me like that.
Yeah, and once you're in there, they're going to be able to provide you with so many more resources throughout the community. And you're going to be able to meet so many different people and really build yourself up a support system.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for telling me about it.
No problem. So I just wanted to do a little activity with you, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So on your piece of paper, I was wondering if you were able to write your name in the middle of it.
Okay.
Put a little circle around it.
Okay.
Okay, and then branch off of it, 2 or 3 little branches off of it, so your circle might look like a sun with your name in the middle of it.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool. And then I just kind of want you to, in those lines, write things that you love about yourself.
Um, okay, do you want me to like tell them to you or just write them down?
If you're comfortable with telling them to me, absolutely. If you just want to write them down, then just write them down.
Yeah. Well, I love that um, I have the strength to call you today. Um, I love my animals. Um, I love that I'm gay. Um, I love my style, like my clothes and stuff. I love my artwork. And I think that's like all that I can think of.
That's an awesome list, Linda.
Thanks. I think so too. I've never done like an exercise like that.
Yeah? So now you can see that there's so many amazing things that you specifically can pick out about yourself.
Yeah.
So then, right underneath that, I want you to write a few just straight lines that you can write on.
Okay.
And I want you to write the most important things in your life.
Okay. So my animals, my art, my education, um, my happiness. I'm gonna like circle that one. Um, I don't know. I think that's all I can think of.
And then just right beside those, I want you to give you a list of reasons why you would love to continue to live your life.
Okay. So I have written down um, in the hopes that things will get better so that I can continue taking care of my pets, so that I can help people in the future who are gay and not accepted as well, um, so that I can have a beautiful wife one day and a baby. Um, so that I can be happy, and the hopes that one day I will be drug free.
That's amazing.
Now that we're actually talking about that, I was wondering if you had any sort of like tips and tricks of like how I can stop engaging in, weed and stuff like that because like I know it's not good for me.
Well, essentially, Linda, becoming drug free or abstaining from using substances really has to be your decision. It has to be something that you want to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be really serious about it.
I am serious. I really don't want to do it, but then it's like when it comes down to the moment, like I don't know what else to do. Like I don't know any skills or anything that I can do to distract myself from actually doing it.
Well, first of all, do you have any substances in your house right now?
Yeah, I do. I have a little bit of marijuana and cocaine.
And you don't want to use those substances anymore from this point on, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, this phone call like really helped me. This is the first time that I've ever actually talked to someone about this stuff, and like I'm really surprised with how good it's making me feel and like how like capable I feel that I can do this.
Are you potentially feeling good enough to maybe flush those substances down the toilet?
Wow. Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to do that together?
Yeah, please, if that's okay.
Okay, well, do you want to go and find them?
Sure, just give me a second.
Have you found them?
Yeah, I'm just walking to the washroom.
Awesome.
Okay, I did it.
You flushed them?
Yeah, they're gone.
That's awesome. Good job.
I almost feel like crying.
A good cry or a bad cry?
A really good cry, like a hopeful cry.
That's awesome. And like I said before, that community center offers, they offer addictions counseling, so you should definitely utilize that resource. But what you just did was the first step, and then it's an amazing step that you just took.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm honestly, I can't wait to give them a call tomorrow and go see them. I'm probably even going to tell Christine about it.
That's awesome. So just at the bottom of all the stuff that I had you write, I was wondering if you could potentially sign your name on it. And we're going to call this a no harm contract, okay? So basically, that would show on here it's the things that are important to you, the things that you love, and the reasons for living. So every time you look at this piece of paper, you understand why you want to be here and why you want to be on this world. And it'll remind you to not self-harm and to not use substances and to keep yourself safe. Is that something you're comfortable doing?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Like I'll even like put it up in my room.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so I signed it. It's official.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me today, and thank you for signing our no harm contract. And I really want to congratulate you on calling and having the strength to do that. And I want to remind you that, we're open 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you're ever feeling down or upset or impulsive, or you feel like you have no one to talk to, that we are always here, and we would always love to have your phone call. You can even call in to let us know how you're doing, or if you just need to chat, we're always here, okay?
Thank you so much. It's been such an honor talking to you, and I feel like a ridiculous amount better from when I called you at the beginning.
Well, again, thank you very much for taking the time to call and really just having the courage and the strength to do so. And I wish you all the best. And good luck with the community center. And I really hope you find the help and the strength that you need.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.